fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty hi-yo Silver, the Lone Ranger. With his faithful Indian companion, Tonto, the masked rider of the plains led the fight for law and order in the western United States. His strength and courage, his daring and resourcefulness, were always on the side of right against might. It was he, more than any other man, who put an end to violence and brought peace, security, and justice to the frontier. Return with us now to those thrilling days of yesteryear. From out of the past come the thundering hoofbeats of the great horse Silver. The Lone Ranger rides again.
Come on, Silver! We're on the trail of rustlers. There's going to be trouble. Hi-yo, Silver! Away!
It was late in the evening, and when Sally Dobbs, dressed for riding, started for the front door of the ranch house, her father stopped her.
Sally, where are you going this time of night?
Oh, Pa, I was just stepping outside.
Tell me the truth, girl. Where are you going?
All right, then I'll tell you. I'm going to see Chick Brown.
But he's in jail.
And he won't be there long.
Now,
if
Sally, that ain't no way
Don't
for you
try
to...
to stop me, Pa. I know what you men have been planning. You're all set to lynch Chick tonight. Well, you shan't do it.
You're staying here. No daughter ain't going to run like friends with a cattle rustler.
You can't call Chick that.
That's what he is, a rustler. Courting my daughter and stealing my cattle at the same time. The ornery coyote needs hanging.
You're not giving him a chance to prove he's not guilty. You're lynching him.
We got all the proof we need. Cliff Duran showed me and the sheriff my stolen cattle on Chick's range, big as life.
Chick's no rustler?
His soft talks turned your head, Sally. I didn't want you to know about this till it was all over. We're doing the best for all concerned. Ain't no use stretching out the misery when we can stretch his neck and forget it all about it.
Oh, Cliff Duran talked you into this. He made you and the others figure it was right to lynch Chick.
This ain't nothing for women folks to get mixed up in.
Let me go.
You ain't stirring a foot out of this house.
No man living can make me stand by and see Chick strung up. Maybe Cliff Duran fooled you, but he ain't fooled me. I'm going down to the jail with a horsewhip and...
Why, honey. There now. You love that rustler as much as that. Why didn't he come to me if he wanted that cattle? I'd have given them to him rather than see you be
I know
unhappy.
Chick didn't do it. I've got to stop that lynching.
Oh, I like Chick too, Sally. I was sort of looking forward to the day when you and him are... Well, it's too late to stop the fellas now. They're all riled up for the lynching. Sally.
Oh, Pa.
Well, I can't promise no results. But if you stay here in the house, I'll do everything I can to make 'em wait for a trial for the hang Chick.
Oh, Pa, will you?
Will you stay here?
If you'll help Chick.
I'll try my best. But don't go counting on me stopping them. Cliff has them fellas biling mad.
Cliff Duran and one of his henchmen were waiting for the other members of the lynching party at the Prairie Rose Cafe.
You sure got these fellas worked up, Cliff.
Yeah. So the sheriff sent word he'll fight before he gives up his prisoner, did he?
Says we'll have to take him over his dead body.
Uh-huh. Well, Sheriff Martin's too nosy to suit me. Maybe it'd be a good idea to have him out in the way, too.
Yeah. Say, you might even get the town to make you sheriff.
Maybe you hit on something there, Sid. Why, I'd be a mighty good sheriff. Help this town a lot.
Help yourself, too.
Boy, I'd clean out the town. Wouldn't let no cheating or robbing done that I didn't do myself.
Cliff, here comes Dobbs.
It's about time he got here. Howdy, Dobbs. You're late. We've been waiting for you.
Cliff, we can't go through with this lynching. Sally's heard what we was up to.
Oh, she did, huh? Well, what of it? She ain't sticking up for a fellow that courted her while he was stealing her old man's cattle, is
I
she?
reckon so. Says Chick ain't no crook. Says if when we lynch him, she'll horsewhip the lot of us.
Hey, you ain't letting a girl stop you from seeing justice done.
I've been thinking it over. There ain't too much proof against Chick. Maybe if we wait...
Well, where's your spunk, Dobbs? You can't back out now.
Men, I say let's call this thing off.
Cold feet, huh? I thought your boots looked a mite frosty when you come in.
Now, we've all known Chick Brown a long time. Never knew him to do a crooked thing. I say we gotta wait for a trial, so he'll have a chance to prove he ain't a rustler.
Hey, just because your daughter changed her mind for you, don't think you can stop us. We know Chick Brown's guilty, and we're stringing him up. There ain't nothing you can do to stop us. If you ain't gonna be with us, get back to your ranch and stay there.
I promised Sally I'd do everything I could to stop you, and I'm gonna do just that. I can't change your minds, but by the great horned toad, I can help the sheriff stand you all.
Let him go, let him go. It's a good thing this happened. Now we're seeing who's on the side of law and order. If there's any more traitors, we'll take care of them, too. All right, now let's have a drink while we wait. Order up, boys.
As the men crowded around the bar, an Indian slipped out of the cafe and hurried toward a tall masked man who stood in the shadows near two powerful horses. What about it, Tonto? Is it a lynch mob?
Not right.
Well, that's what it looked like. I was afraid there'd be a lynching here.
What we do?
We leave the horses here and creep up to the back of the jail. The men are watching the front.
Cliff Duran, lead fellers.
I've suspected him of rustling for some time. We know Chick Brown is innocent.
Not right.
Sheriff Martin's honest, but he won't have a chance against the mob. Did Sam Dobbs agree to the lynching?
No. Him not like it.
Crouch down, Tonto, so those men won't see us.
Huh.
First, we've got to prevent the lynching. After that, we'll see what we can do about that evidence.
I hear back window go in jail.
We'll have to pry it open and get in.
Tonto use knife.
Most of the mob is gathering at the cafe. We won't have much time. And that does it. Now to get inside. Hurry, Tonto. Come on.
If they're really going to try and lynch me?
I reckon they are, Chick. I'm going to unlock your cell and give you back your guns.
There ain't no use fighting that mob, Sheriff.
You're my prisoner, and as far as I'm concerned, nobody can do nothing to you until you've had a square trial.
Sheriff Martin.
Huh? What the? Mask. Where'd you fellas come from? Who are you?
You know the mob is planning to lynch Brown.
If you're part of that gang, you can go back and tell the others that I ain't giving him up without a fight. I'm here to see the laws respected.
We're taking your prisoner to safety. Come on, Brown, before the mob gets here.
I ain't going with you.
Don't reach for that gun, Sheriff.
You can't do this.
That mob will be here any minute. There's no time to argue. You're coming with me, Brown.
I'm not going.
Come. You stay back there, Sheriff. Tonto, unlock that back door. This way, Brown.
You're part of the lynch mob, ain't you?
No. Get going.
This is all a trick. You're bandit friends of Chick.
Stay back there and don't make a move.
I'd rather be shot than hung. Get it over with. I ain't going with you.
We're trying to save you from that mob.
Everyone will think I'll run away. That'll prove my guilt.
Grab his other arm, Tonto. We're going to save you in spite of yourself.
You're making me a fugitive. Even Sally will think I'm a rustler and I'll run away.
Help me get him on Silver. You keep back, Sheriff. Don't you try anything, Chick.
Let me go. I'd rather be lynched having Sally believe in me than to live a fugitive having her think me a crook.
Come on, Silver.
There's the crowd heading for the jail. Get him on scout. Hi-yo, Silver, away!
Later that same night, Sam Dobbs returned home and found his daughter waiting for him.
Paul, what happened? Could you help Chick?
No, didn't need to.
Then he ain't lynched?
His friends saw to that.
What do you mean, his friend?
A masked man and an Injun held up the sheriff and helped Chick get away. You know what that means.
A masked man?
They must have been part of Chick's gang that helped him with the rustling. Well, I guess we was wrong, Sally.
But Chick was always...
Whatever we thought he was, now he's a fugitive. Running away like he did, he's admitted he's guilty. He ain't lynched, but now any man that sees him will shoot on sight.
You mean Chick was in cahoots with other men?
That's the way it looked. I went to town and talked with Duran. When I seen I couldn't make him give up his lynch plans, I went to the jail, figuring to help the sheriff stand off the mob. Then I seen the true facts.
Well, what did you see?
A masked man was there. He was there to bust Chick out of jail and get him away safe and sound.
And Chick went with him?
He did. There was some talk, but I didn't pay much attention to that. The fact is that Chick ran off, and he was helped by the masked man. And that's proof to me that he's crooked.
He'd have been hung if he hadn't, wouldn't he?
The sheriff feels the same as me. Chick proved his guilt by running away. Now, there's no telling what'll happen next. I've got to be ready.
Ready? Well, ready for what?
The next move with the rustlers. It's plain that there's a gang of them, and they might make a move against the one that's to be the main witness. That's me. It was my cattle they stole.
Oh, Paul.
Ain't no sense in that now. Just forget him.
Well, I can't understand.
Don't try to, Sally. I hurried home as fast as I could. No telling what he'll try next.
Oh, you don't think he'll come here?
I ain't taking no chances.
Oh, Chick having a masked man for a partner. Now he's a fugitive. Oh, boy.
No use fretting about it, honey. Quiet. Who's coming?
What? I hear horses.
Well, I'll look out the window.
Who is it?
Maybe it's some of Cliff's men chasing the fugitives. And maybe it ain't.
You think maybe
Put out
Chick...
the light. Ain't taking no risks. Maybe Chick's coming to have it out.
There. Put out the lamp. If it is Chick, what you gonna do?
What any law-abiding man would do, shoot him. And the masked man, too, if he's with him.
Can you see who it is yet?
The moon ain't bright. All I can see is a blob of white moving toward here. It's a white horse.
But Chick's horse...
The masked man was on a white horse, the sheriff said. Hand me that rifle. That's a girl. Now we're ready for him. Stop where you are. Don't come no nearer.
Dobbs, we want to talk to you.
My gun does all my talking with outlaws.
Sally.
Paul.
Don't say nothing. Keep down in case they start shooting.
Oh, that's Chick.
The rustler. Keep quiet. Keep back.
Sam Dobbs!
I ain't hankering to shoot you, fellas. But get going right away or start dodging lead.
Give me a chance to explain, Sally.
She don't want none of your lies.
Paul, can I talk with him for just a minute?
They're up to some trick. You get.
Go away. Paul's got a gun on you. He'll shoot.
Sally, I ain't no rustler. You gotta believe me. I ain't done nothing wrong.
If you don't go, you're going to make me shoot you. You're forcing my hand.
Paul, the back door, an engine.
I'll get you.
The curtain falls on the first act of our Lone Ranger story. Before the next exciting scenes, please permit us to pause for just a few moments. Now to continue our story. As Sam Dobbs held a rifle on the Lone Ranger and young Chick Brown, Tonto slipped in the back door. A moment later, he had seized the rifle and...
Go that rifle, Old.
Help, Chick!
You have him, Tonto?
Chick, ain't you going to help Paul?
Honey, Tonto ain't hurting him. He just wanted to get the rifle away for him so he wouldn't talk.
You got my rifle. Well, that ain't saying we're going to listen to your lies.
Let Dobbs up, Kemosabe. Light that lamp, Chick.
Right.
Sam Dobbs, you're going to listen to us. And you're going to help us prove that Chick is innocent.
He's sure been acting innocent, ain't he? A masked man helps him out of jail. Then he busts in here with you and that Injun. If he's innocent, then I'm local.
I know it looks like I'm guilty, Mr. Dobbs, but I ain't. This fellow rescued me from the lynching so I'd have a chance to prove I'm not guilty.
But, Chick, now you're a fugitive.
Miss Sally, if Chick were a fugitive in the true sense of the word, do you think he'd come here to ask for help?
Help?
I'll give you help. You jail-robbing rustler. I'll give you help.
Either the real rustler is very dumb or he thinks you are.
Me, dumb? What's that you're saying?
He expected you to turn against Chick on the flimsy evidence of finding your cattle on his land. The real crook knew there was mighty thin evidence to stand up in a trial. That's why he didn't want a trial. He wanted to end the whole case by lynching Chick.
Chick ran away.
I didn't have no choice.
I made him go with me. The sheriff himself will tell you that. You were one man, Dobbs, who's fair-minded and not cowardly. The ones who follow a lynch mob leader do so because they're afraid to state their own mind. I figured you were not in that class.
Who do you think stole cattle?
Cliff Duran, leader of the lynch mob.
Cliff Duran, a rustler?
Are you sure?
I think Duran stole the cattle and left it on Chick's range. Then he tried to lynch him before there was a chance to prove who the real thief was.
You're talking mighty loose. Can you prove what you say?
I'll prove it with your help.
What can I do?
We'll need the word of a man the ranchers know and trust to back up the evidence we're going to find.
You talk mighty sure.
Somewhere on Cliff's range or in Cliff's barn or house, there must be evidence that'll prove his guilt. We're going to find it, or we have to look under every blade of grass on his range.
The best thing you fellas can do is to light out of here. Every man in the county will be gunning for you. I ain't going to be no part or parcel of this thing.
Sally, do you think Oh, I ain't caring so much about what the others think, but you.
I want to think you're innocent, Chick.
Oh, don't cry. The stranger's promised to help me, even if your father won't.
Well, I ain't said I wouldn't help.
Paul, will you?
I ain't said that neither. Stranger, you don't talk like a bandit. And Chick never was in any...
if you're seen with us, people will suspect you, too. It'll be dangerous.
What you think I am, a tenderfoot? I come west when there wasn't nothing between my head and the scalping knife except this here rifle. I'll show you who's scared. I'm going with you.
Oh, Paul.
You will?
Then I'm going with you, too.
Oh, no, you ain't.
Maybe we'll be gone for some days, and there may be trouble.
I'll ride you over to your Aunt Gussie's place. You can stay there till this is all over, one way or the other.
Meanwhile, Cliff Duran and his men were calling the sheriff to account for allowing Chick to escape.
Who is them fellas that helped Chick break jail?
Strangers. One of them was masked. I told you he was.
He's a fella that held you up?
Yep.
That's a likely story. Them fellas couldn't have gotten away unless you helped them.
What could I do?
He was mighty set against seeing justice done to the rustler.
No prisoner of mine's going to be lynched while I can help it.
You let a rustler go free. There's justice at the end of a rope for rustlers. Sometimes for sheriffs that are crooked, too.
Meaning?
Maybe we better put it in writing for you.
Now, we made you sheriff, and now that we know you're a crook...
I'm calling you on that. I ain't taking them words from any man. Slap your leather.
Said.
Come on, draw. Why, you ornery. Let go my arm. I got him, Cliff.
Take his guns, Joe.
I got him, you cowards. Grabbing me from the back.
Well, at least we ain't crooked.
I'm the sheriff of this county.
Shut up. You was sheriff, but now that we know what you are, you ain't sheriff no more.
This ain't...
That's right. Shut his mouth for him, Joe. Folks, this is the way we're going to treat crooks from now on. I'm electing myself sheriff. That all right with you? I say there ain't room here for crooks. I say let's make an example of the sheriff so nobody else will try their thieving around here.
I say lynch him. Let's bring him up.
What do the rest of you say?
Take him
At that moment, the Lone Ranger, Tonto, Sam Dobbs, and Chick Brown were heading for the Duran Ranch.
Well, that's Duran's place, isn't it?
That's right. What are we doing when we get there?
Looking for evidence. That's the main thing. Tonto, I've been wondering what the Duran bunch will do when they find that the sheriff was willing for Chick to get away.
Oh, me not know.
It might be best if you rode to town and kept an eye on things.
Not want Tonto here?
And you're the only one who can appear in town without starting a chase. Go there.
Tonto go. Get him up, Scout.
I wonder if Duran will make a play against the sheriff.
I don't know. Dobbs, are you going to stick with us through this thing?
I'm with you till I'm sure the chick's either guilty or not guilty.
Good enough.
I'm telling you, though, I feel like a crook myself for riding with you and trespassing on Duran's ranch.
Quiet down. We're getting near. I'm giving you the chance to turn back now, if you're going to turn back.
I'm seeing this through. Get going.
And we're stopping here. Rein up.
Now what?
Dismount. Hip. We'll leave the horses here. Most of Cliff's men are in town. It makes our job easier.
What are we going to do now?
There's lights inside the house.
We'll try the barn first. Come.
That's it, just ahead.
Stay in back of me.
Don't see anybody about.
They was all in town helping Cliff stir up the mob again me.
Maybe.
He left 2 men to guard the ranch. You can see them through that window.
Playing cards.
I'll have to twist off the lock on the barn door.
You make any noise and them 2 will be out here, the guns blazing.
Cliff's got some tough hombres working for him.
There it is. Come on.
Can't see nothing without a light.
We'll have a light as soon as we cover this window.
I'll get it. I just kick some old burlap bags here. They'll do the trick.
I'll find a lantern.
You both better be mighty careful.
Yeah, we ain't no more anxious for trouble than you are.
I have a lantern. Is the window covered?
Yep. No light will get through.
Now have your look and let's get out of here.
Nothing here except tools and spare harness.
There's a grain bin.
Nothing here that spells rustling.
Here's some branding irons.
I see.
Them's regular irons.
Yes. Cliff Duran's brand is a flying O.
Yeah.
What you gonna do with that rake?
What are you getting in the grain bin for?
Of all the loco ideas. Raking the grain. Stranger, what you up to?
There it is. Take this rake.
Sure.
What's that you found?
Look at this.
Well, I'll be a hop toad's uncle.
Mister, you got it.
Quiet. Somebody's coming in.
Put out that light.
I got it.
I see him. I'll blast
Wait.
it.
Kimasabi,
Tonto, what's wrong?
come quick. Maybe them limped sheriff.
The sheriff? Follow me.
All agree that this crooked sheriff needs his neck stretched? Well, then, as your new sheriff, I hereby declare this coyote guilty. Who's got a rope handy?
I have.
Bring it along for Chick. Now this fella can use it.
You're all a bunch of nitwits. I've been your sheriff for 2 years, and you never knew me to be crooked.
Hey, we thought you was honest because you was sly as a prairie dog. Always stucking into your hole when trouble come. Now we know you for what you are.
This ain't legal. You ain't got a bit of proof.
We know you let that prisoner get away. That's all the proof we need.
You've been in cahoots with the rustlers all the time.
That's a lie.
Shut up, you.
As long as I can talk, I'm going to. You stirred up this crowd against Chick. Now you set him against me. You're a smooth talker, Cliff. A mite too smooth.
You're full of talk. We'll mighty soon fix that.
I've been thinking that there must be some good reason why you're so anxious to get Chick out of the way, and now me. Cliff Duran, I say that you're the crook.
I don't care what you say. Neither does anyone else. Get that rope up there on that tree limb, fellas. Be sure it's tied tight.
We're getting her, Cliff. Be ready in a minute. You're getting rid of me and Chick, so no one will try to find the real crook. You.
That rope ready yet?
Yep. Wait till I climb down. You ain't saying nothing, 'cause you ain't got nothing you can say. By golly, I see the truth now. You rustled that cattle and planted them on Chick's range.
Got any proof?
The way you're acting's my proof.
You're going to be acting mighty strange yourself in a minute, doing a jig on the end of a rope.
I brought this horse over here. Got it all in saddle.
Well, then let's get on with this. All right, get aboard that horse, Martin. It's the last time you'll be riding him.
I'll boost him up. Get over here.
No, wait a minute. Wait till we get the noose around his neck. You ain't scared, are you, Sheriff?
No, I ain't. You'll get what's coming to you for this, Cliff Duran.
Yeah, you're getting what's coming to you right now. Tie that rope around his neck, Joe.
You betcha.
You got any more to say, Martin? This is your last chance.
You got these men so hopped up they don't know what they're doing. What's the use of talking to them?
Hold your head still so I can get this knot tied right. Hurry up there.
All set.
Clear back so we can work this.
Don't try for your gun.
That's the masked man.
One that helped the wrestler get away.
Quiet!
Who are you? What are you doing here?
You'll soon find out. Move in front of me with the others.
I'll get you for this, whoever you are behind that mask.
Men, listen to me. Most of you are honest. Sam Dobbs and Chick Brown are heading here. They're bringing proof that'll show you how wrong you've been.
The masked man's full of lies.
You're about to hang the sheriff because he let a prisoner escape. Well, there's the prisoner riding here. He hasn't escaped at all. He's bringing evidence. Proof that the right man is not being punished.
Men, close in. Capture that masked man.
Oh, my hand.
Don't try any more gunplay.
Sakes alive, what a draw that masked hombre has.
The man you've accused is coming here. Dobbs, the man that every one of you knows can be trusted, is coming here with him.
There they come now.
Cliff Duran has fooled all of you into thinking that you were helping Justice, when you were really helping him in his crooked scheme.
What did you say?
Stand still, Duran. You thought you could pin your rustling on Chick Brown. You planted evidence and had him arrested.
Folks, listen to me. You're going to believe a masked man? He ain't got proof for a word he says.
That's Chick Brown there and Sam Dobbs with him.
You're wrong, Duran. Sam Dobbs has brought the proof. Dobbs, bring those irons. Give them to me.
Here you are. Doggone it. I never thought I'd get help from a masked man.
Here's Duran's regular branding iron.
That's an honest iron.
Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Dobbs and Brown and I found that iron hanging on the wall of his barn. And here's another branding iron we found by raking through his grain bin. Look at this iron.
That ain't mine.
Well, a running iron. That settles your hash, Cliff. Only wrestlers need an iron like that.
I've been framed. That ain't mine.
We had Sam Dobbs along, a man you all know and trust.
I seen the masked man here find that iron. It's Cliff Duran's, all right. For my money, that proves Cliff's a rustler.
Will somebody cut this here rope about my neck?
Tonto have knife.
Chick, you come over here. I want to publicly apologize for thinking you was a rustler. I guess all of us feel the same.
You bet we do.
The thing I'm most ashamed of is taking the word of a man like Duran for anything.
You ain't proved a thing. You can't do nothing to me.
No, me.
I guess we all owe you an apology, too, Sheriff.
Let me through. Let me in there.
Honey, what are you doing here?
I had to come. I couldn't stay away.
You can rest your heart, girl. The masked man proved that Cliff Duran's the real crook.
Then, Chick, you're free?
I am, honey. Now, we all know who the real crook is.
Oh, Chick, I'm so happy.
Hey, where's the masked man?
He was here just a minute ago.
There he is. Why didn't he wait? I wanted to thank him.
Doggone my hide. That's a real man riding off there. A real man.
The story you have just heard is a copyrighted feature of the Lone Ranger Incorporated.
You've been listening to the OTR Gold Network. Find more classic radio at otrgold.com.